Alright, we go to game 3. We're on the draw now. With a funny hand, just 4 cryptic spires. But, I mean, it's still an easy keep. We have the Imperial Seal, which might grab Liliana. We have a 2-drop, we have a removal spell, and we just play a bit around the tap lands. But for sure, the hand is more on the slower side, but I think that one is a keep. Our opponent leads on Forest, we play Cryptic Spires, he plays a bounce land. I just realized he was mulligan probably to 5 cards, I think. He even mulliganed to 4 cards, so that should be quite an easy game, but let's see. So I go for the 2-drop first. I just want to make maximum pressure against his mulligan, that I can just chip in for quite some damage, then it should be no problem to win the game. So our opponent ramps. We swing in. And I want to lead with the Cartel Aristocrat, because if I would hit the land, I only have 1 power from the Seeker Squires instead of 2. I mean, I know I would maybe then draw something a bit earlier, but I just want to have as much power on the board as possible and keep the Seeker for potentially next turn. So our opponent goes ahead and plays Oracle. It's such a sweet card. I already drafted it twice, I think, and it's just so much fun if it's not getting killed immediately. So here we could kill it immediately, but then if our opponent has a swamp next turn with the 5/4 flyer, we have quite some trouble. That's why I go ahead and play the Seeker Squire first. I mean, maybe I think I should maybe go, I just realized now, lead with the Imperial Seal, so then I'm guaranteed to have a 2/3, because this land is not going to do too much for me. But that, I mean, if I hit a good card and I put it on top or put it in the graveyard, it doesn't matter too much because I'm gonna reshuffle with Imperial Seal anyway. I mean, unless I hit a very good card, I can hold the Imperial Seal back, so that speaks maybe for this line, but would probably be also fine to go ahead and lead with the Imperial Seal. But then my opponent will know what I have searched for, but I think it doesn't matter too much. He probably doesn't have too much options with only 3 cards in hand. So we played Imperial Seal. I thought about getting the Blood Artist, because the next turn I could, if he can play the 5/4 flyer, I could play the Blood Artist, kill the creature, ping for 1, and swing in. And then the turn after I also have a good play with the 3/4 flyer. But if something goes wrong, I think it's just too weak to just grab the Blood Artist. So we didn't grab that one. I think we also just grabbed the Leash or another flyer. Actually, I'm not sure anymore. So he has a swamp on top, which he can place with the Oracle, and goes for a 5/4 flyer. He swings in with the Oracle since he's not planning on blocking. And we grabbed another flyer with the Imperial Seal because it's just, he's already on 14. We know we can kill his flyer and swing in for 5. Then he's down to 9, and then we already have 6 points in damage like this. So shouldn't be hard to get the last 3 points of damage in. So we kill it, play the tap land, swing in for 5. Let's see if my opponent has a blue source. Looks like he doesn't. Lava Coil, we protect it with sacking the creature, getting pro red. This time he's not swinging in anymore because his life total is just quite low. So we swing in, we just trade off if he blocks. Okay, he doesn't block. Probably desperate for blue source, you want to hit his lands. But at this point, probably not too much he can do anymore. Going down to 2 and scoops it up.